How's it going, guys? It's me, Gamer Luigi, and welcome back to a brand new video, which is, again, another deck profile for Yu-Gi-Oh!, which is today, Cyber Dragons and ABC Dragon Buster together. So let's get into it. So we go to deck it, I already have it already. So this deck consists, of this card, so I'm going to explain it later on, so I'm just going to list the cards. 2 Cyber Dragons, 3 Galaxy Soldiers, 3 Assault Cores, 3 Buster Drakes, 3 Crush Warrants, 2 Gold Gadgets, 1 Gem Knight Ember, 1 Performance Trick Clown, 2 Silver Gadgets, and the last monster, 1 Gem Knight Leslie. Spell cards, Instant Fusion, 3 of them, 3 Transportifives, 1 Raigeki, 1 Foolish Burial, 1 Terraforming, 3 Union Hangers, 2 Twin Twisters, and 3 Brilliant Fusions. And for drop cards, 1 Sun Strike and Warning. Now later up for the extra deck, we have 3 ABC Dragon Busters, 1 Chimera Attack, a Fortress Dragon, and Gem Knight Seraphinite, 1 Panzer Dragon, 1 Elder Entity Norden, 1 Elder Entity Antis, Castle the Skyblaster Musketeer, Artifact Durandal, Zero Giant X, Cyber Dragon Nova, 2 of them, and 2 Cyber Dragon Infinities. So, now we're going for an explanation of the deck. So if you're wondering why I only have 2 Cyber Dragons, if the freaking point of the deck, it's Cyber Dragons and ABC, well, as you notice, I have 3 Galaxy Soldiers, and which in fact does a way better job than the actual Cyber Dragons, because I mean, if you have one of these and you have what, like 2 ASL cores or one of the ABC monsters, you literally have a guaranteed Cyber Dragon Infinity. Or if you manage to seize 1 Galaxy Soldier with a Cyber Dragon, if you pull off Nova, it would be pretty amazing, because you can actually special summon a Cyber Dragon from your graveyard. If you have one of your graveyard, of course, you can special summon it. And if you have more Galaxy Soldiers, you'll pull off more of the effects to special summon more of these guys. And especially since Galaxy Soldier needs a card detached, sent to the graveyard, and once the ABC parts, you can immediately banish them and special summon ABC Dragon Buster. So yeah, that's literally the point of the deck. Then with the Gold Gadget, well, when this card's normal special summon, you can special summon 1 level 4 monster from your hand. So yeah, again, you really want to do this to special summon like Castle or your Giant X, which is pretty good. Also, this guy, it's actually like, if it's in your graveyard and you would really need to XC summon if one of these 2, I would recommend it. Of course, you have to pay 1,000 life points when you special summon it from the graveyard, and I think Silver Gadget does the same effect as Gold Gadget. Of course, you can grab another monster that's not Gold Gadget, and again, with this monster's effect with Silver Gadget. Then Gem Knight Ember, which is treated as a normal monster when it's face up on the field or the graveyard. And this is what comes in the effect of Gem Knight Leslie, which is when this card's into a graveyard card effect, you can target 1 mono monster and your graveyard, then target to your hand. Basically this. And yeah, that's pretty much it with the monsters. Now with Instant Fusion, you know it. Basically, you wanna go and special summon Elder, or if you really need to, sorry, go for Panzer Dragon, destroy, sorry, I didn't mean Panzer Dragon, sorry, which one? Yeah, basically, Instant Fusion, you can actually just go for ABC Dragon Buster or Elder and see. Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry, I got confused for a second. And if you really need to banish a monster, just immediately go and activate Instant Fusion and get ABC Dragon Buster or Elder Entity Warden to special summon a monster from the graveyard. Of course, if you special summon someone, um, um, you really want to attack or Xyz, yeah, because I mean, it will banish when this card leaves, and if you do Instant Fusion and you do nothing about it, it will get banished because it leaves the field with Elder Entity in the same turn. So if you want to use Instant Fusion with Elder, I would recommend just immediately get a monster you really need to Xyz summon with, so it cannot get banished. Now with Transmodify, Transmodify is actually pretty good because I mean, if you have basically want to use it in any level 4 monster you got. So you can immediately use Transmodify on the monster, get a Cyber Dragon or Galaxy Soldier. It's up to your choice. That's basically what you want to do to either get to the to get the Cyber Novas or the Artifact Thunderdol, which is pretty good as well. One Regeki, it's optional. I recommend it. Just destroy all your opponent's monsters. Foolish Burial, send one monster for a deck to your graveyard. And there's the point of Gen Knight Lazuli. If you send this to the graveyard, and this guy's in your graveyard as well, you can send it to your hand. And Terraforming, I know you really need some, but in this case, Union Hangar, it's a pretty good spell card, and a field spell card, sorry. But if you manage to get this first try, and like in your first draw, and you don't have Union Hangars, yeah, it could really help the duel. That's like, this makes you to have like 4 out of 40 chances to get it the field spell, so that's pretty good. Now Twin Twister, you know it, just discard one card and target 2 spell trap cards on the side of on the field and destroy them. So I recommend discarding if you have the chance one of the ABC monsters. Now Brilliant Fusion, you're going to use them for Gold Gadget, Gem Knight, and Silver Gadget to be able to get the Gem Knight Sephiroth. And then the trap card, Sullen Strike and Warning. You know what it does. I didn't even explain it. I explained ABC Dragon Buster already. You don't need polymerization. You can special summon them from either having in your side of the field or graveyards. You banish them, and his special ability is you can discard one card from your hand and banish. You can banish one card on the field, and also during your opponent's turn, you can tribute this card, then target 3 banished light machine monsters, unit monsters from within the names, and special summon them. It's a quick effect. So if you know your ABC Dragon Buster will be targeted, you can immediately activate its effect and tribute it, and get back those monsters from you used to banish for ABC Dragon Buster and get them back. Now Chimera Attack. Chimera Attack. You really it cannot be as a fusion material. Must be special summoned from your extra deck by sending the buff cards from either field of the graveyard. And again, you don't need polymerization, which is good. And the region attack of this card becomes times 1,000 the number of fusion materials used for this summon. Gem Knight Seraphonite must be fusion summon with the buff fusion material monsters. So in your main phase, you can normal summon or set one monster additional to your normal summon set. And you can only gain this effect once per turn. If not, it will be very OP. And when Petite Panzer Dragon, when it gets destroyed, you can target one card on the field and destroy it. I already explained what Elder does. Now, Elder Entity NTS must be special summoned from your extra deck. Of course, by sending the buff cards you control to the graveyard, and I don't need polymerization. Thank you. Once per turn, you can special summon level 4 monster from your hand. If this is sent to the graveyard, you can target one card of the field, destroy it. You can only special summon one Elder Antiness. If not, it will be very OP. Now Casto, the Sky Blaster Musketeer. Detach one Xyz material from this card, then target one face-up monster on the field, change it to the face down. But if you want to go berserk, just detach both Xyz materials and then target one card in the field and shuffle it into the deck. It's pretty good. Like, if your opponent has a very powerful monster from its extra deck and they cannot counter it, you can immediately send it to the top. Send it back to the deck, and they will have to special summon again, and that's pretty hard as well. Now, Artifacto Randall, this is actually like an optional out of Cyber Dragon Nova and Infinity. Once returned during the player's turn, you can activate one of these effects. When a monster effect is activated on the field, or when a normal spell trap card is activated, you can detach one Xyz material from this card. And from this card, and then the activated effect becomes destroy one spell trap card your opponent controls. Yeah, and you can attach one Xyz material from this card. Each player with a hand shuffles their entire hand to the deck and then draw the same number of cards they shuffled. So yeah. Then Gear Giant X, 2 level 4 machine type monsters. Once per turn, you can attach one Xyz material from this card. Add 1 level 4 lower machine type monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. And when this card leaves the field, you can target 1 level 3 or lower Gear Giant monster in your field and special summon it. I know, but the point of your Gear Giant X, G-Gent X, sorry, is to get again the ASL cores, the Beat Buster breaks, and Sea Crush warrants from your graveyard. Then Cyber Dragon Nova, I already explained, and Infinity basically gains 200 attack points. Same for Nova, I believe. No. This card only it remains with 2,100, but the point of Infinity, it gains 200 attack for each Xyz material attached to this card, and once per turn during either player's turns, you can basically just detach one Xyz material from this card, and it can negate anything. Like, it can negate a spell card, a trap card, a monster effect, a special summon, whatever. And at the same time, it destroys it. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for the ABC Dragon Buster deck profile. If I said something wrong about the monsters, spell, trap cards, or monsters from the extra deck, feel free to tell me in the comment section. I'm not perfect. And if you agree this deck is pretty good, tell me as well in the comment section. And also, if this deck needs modifications as well, just tell me. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Like and subscribe. I'll do my best. I apologize for not recording for a long time. High school has been killing me right now, but I'm doing my best. And right now I had the time to record. So yeah, guys, take care.